Good day, everyone. Today is the final, well, I don't want to say final, but today is the start of my pause from Laguna Beach. It is our last episode for a little bit from Laguna Beach Morning Sip with Jaxs. There he is, right there, chilling. So we have a wonderful show talking about a thought that came to mind as I was walking Jaxs this morning in the canyons. So let's start the show. All right, good day, good day. Welcome to Morning Sip with Reb Melissa. I am Reb Melissa. This is Morning Sip. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Morning Sip with Jaxs. He's chilling today. Fred is back. Fred and Diane are back from their wonderful vacation. All is well here in Laguna Beach, one of my favorite places on the planet. And that's what we've been talking about since I've been here in Laguna Beach, about happy places. That's how this all got started, talking about happy places. And now Laguna Beach is one of my happy places. And I asked you last week, what are some of your happy places? This week, we've been sitting in two questions, right? Which direction will you go now? And that came up for me as I was walking Jaxs and noticing that there's a paved path and then there are dirt paths, and it doesn't matter which way you go, right? Because it all leads to the same place. And yesterday we talked about what ways will you grow now? And so I've used both of those questions for my inspirational journaling and still percolating, y'all. Sometimes it takes a minute. So it's been a couple of days now, and the things that keep coming up are not answering those two questions. Or maybe they are, right? Maybe they are, Pamela, and I just need to look at it in a different way through a different lens. That's all possible. So I can't tell you how grateful I am for these last almost 2 weeks. This is my second week here, and it has been such a blessing, such a gift, such a joy to be here. I have discovered another slice of paradise here in Laguna Beach. So I introduced you all to Laguna. Let me put her up again. My beautiful tree here that I will get to see again. So Laguna, look at her. And I shared that one of the reasons why I love this tree so much is because the branches are so low to the ground, and there's so many places that you can just lean into her, right? Because there's so many branches going in so many different directions. Like us, it can appear that we are going in so many directions, walking so many different paths. And yet they all lead us where? They all lead us back home. And so that's the thought that came to mind this morning. So this morning I was walking Jaxs with Fred and just enjoying the final morning walk that I get to take with Jaxs. And the thought that came to my mind was a quote that you may be familiar with. It's by Ram Dass, an amazing spiritual teacher. And he said, we're all just walking each other home. We're all just walking each other home. And isn't that true? that we're all just walking each other home, and that we get this gift of each other when our paths intersect, right? Sometimes our paved paths intersect, and sometimes our dirt paths intersect. And those dirt paths, it could be interceptions of challenges, of disagreements, of all kinds of things. However, all of it is for our growth. All of it is for our spiritual development. All of it is really another dot, another step to walking each other home. And what a gift that is, that we get to know this, right? Because I know my congregation of joy knows this. And so we get to be more and more aware of it as we walk this path that we call life, that we are all just walking each other home. And what a blessing that is. So this week I got to walk Jaxs through these beautiful canyons back home every single time. And there's a lot of comfort in that routine, right? I found a lot of comfort in that routine with Jaxs. So that morning walk, I would say my gratitudes in the canyons. I would just notice all the little animals and birds and snails and all the things. And guess what I saw today, y'all? Walking with Fred, I had no idea this is what it was. A road runner. A road runner. My only reference to a road runner is Wile E. Coyote, right? From back in the day, the cartoon was always trying to catch the road runner, and the road runner was way too fast for Wile E. Coyote. So today, this morning, while we were walking, Fred said, "Oh, there's a road runner." And it was fast, but I was able to capture a picture of it. So I'll post that at some point. But all of these wonderful things, right, that I got to see. Yes, I see you all. Pamela said, home can be a metaphor. It is. Bonnie said, which home? Which home? Whichever home you decide, you get to decide which home. But for me, home is love. Home is joy. Home is wherever I am is home. Wherever I am is home. So for me, home is not a particular address or even a destination or a place. Home is how I feel within myself. Home feels like settling in, like a comfortable, I don't know, a comfortable bed, a place of security, a place where I know my worthiness. I know that I am loved. I know that I am lovable. I know that I am enough. I know that I am secure. I know that I am not alone. That's home for me. So wherever you are is home, is what I would say, Bonnie. But that's for you to know. And that's for you to discover or recover or reclaim or remember for yourself. And that's part of the journey of this path that we are all on. This unique path, returning home to ourselves over and over and over again. Because you know me, sometimes I wander off. I wander off and I have to come and gather myself again, center myself within myself, and know the truth again. And know the truth again. And it's wonderful when we are with people that we get to walk with home. We get to walk each other home. That's such a powerful quote, that we're all just walking each other home. And just imagine a world where everyone recognized that, and everyone lived from that place, that we are all home for each other. Imagine what this world would be like. I think it would be particularly spectacular, right? And that doesn't mean it's without the challenges and the issues and the concerns and all of the things, right? That just makes it more interesting, and we could become more curious about things. It doesn't mean that everything is hunky-dory every single moment of the it doesn't mean any of that. It means that we just get to be present to what is, and we get to define what is. We get to define that for ourselves, and we get to be with each other as we do so. It's great to have that kind of company where people are holding a space for you to recover yourself and return home with you as a companion, as a friend, as a witness. That we get to witness for each other is a wonderful gift that we give to each other, because we don't need to tell someone else how to get home. It's none of your business, right? It's none of our business how people return home to their center, to the groundingness that they are. It's none of our business, but we can certainly support them, hold space for them, right, Jax? We could do all of that with and for each other. I think that's probably one of the greatest gifts that we can give each other, is to do that and to be that for each other. So let me check in with you all. Excuse me. Shay said, thought you were on your way home today. I am, Shay. And Shay, you were in my dream early this morning. And I said in my dream, oh, Shay's in my dream. And then when I woke up, I couldn't remember the dream. It was gone. It was gone. But all I remember is we were someplace. I don't know where we were. And you were there. Like, you was just there. Like I was walking, or I don't remember. And you were there. And I was like, oh, Shay's in my dream. So, hey, Shay. Bonnie said, that's Rockland CSL for me. Yes, Bonnie, that's beautiful. Rockland CSL is a place that I call home as well. Yes. Hey, Gina, love. I needed to hear this today. Home is love and peace no matter where we are. Yes, Gina. Yes. And when we know that, Gina, that you get to be love, that you get to be peace. And when you say home is love and peace no matter where you are, to me, that means, Gina, wherever you are is love and peace. So I could come visit your expression of love and peace. And we could have a play date, right? We could have a play date with our expressions of love and peace. I love that, Gina. Thank you. Bonnie shares, being with like-minded people. Yes, yes. And you get to decide that as well, don't you, Bonnie? If there are people who are not like-minded, you could choose not to be with them, right? You could choose not to be with them. So we get to decide who we allow into our home, right? And we get to decide how long they're going to visit and when it's time for them to go to someone else's home or to their own home. We get to decide that. Yes, Shay. Thank you, love. Thinking about you too. That's why you showed up in my dream last night, I'm sure. So I think I was going to say, I guess this is wrapping up our live from Laguna Beach, because tomorrow I will be back home in New York, another one of my happy places. It is, in a very, very, very different way, because the vibe in New York and the vibe in Laguna Beach are two different vibes, totally different vibes for me. But the feeling is similar. The feeling of happiness is very similar. So I leave you with those two questions. Which direction will you go now? So if you're at a crossroad and you're like, I don't know which direction I should go. Should I go this way, that way? It doesn't matter. Just move forward. Just move forward. Because what I know with Laguna, my tree, reminded me of is that we're all rooted. We're all rooted in the same home. And whichever direction we go, we will return to it. We will. This other question, what ways will you grow now? And this is a very key question for me because I do feel that right now I'm in a place of decision about which direction do I go now. I feel that very deeply. And so I'm just in that question. I'm not forcing it. I'm not going to make anything up about it. I'm just going to let it be and percolate and see what comes forth. Because where is the answer? The answer is within, always. The answer is within. So let us continue to enjoy, be supportive, loving for each other as we continue to walk each other home. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So I have some joy news. So let's get into that because this weekend, speaking of being back in New York, I will be back at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual leader. And we will be wrapping up our April theme, the practice of being. And my talk this Sunday is love as a daily commitment. Love as a daily commitment. So join us 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We will be virtual on Zoom. So you can go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link, or you could join us on Facebook where we stream the service as well. So this Sunday, 10:30 a.m., virtual, go to rocklandcsl.org for all the information that you need. And I hope to see you all on Sunday. Yes? All right, y'all. So please send me safe travel blessings. My flight's in a couple of hours, so we'll be heading out soon. And yeah, I think I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Bonnie. Safe travels. Thank you, Bonnie. Love you too. Love you all so very much. And let me end with what I saw yesterday evening. I saw a rainbow. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know the last time I saw a rainbow. It was beautiful, just beautiful. And of course, I'm going to miss this one right here. I'm going to miss Jaxs, the sweetest dog on the planet. I'm telling you, he is a sweetheart. So I am going to miss him. There he is right there, right by me. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful having this morning sip with Jaxs. And we will return. We will return for sure. We will return for sure. So thank you, Bonnie, again. Oh, nice weather. Okay, great. Hey, yeah, wow, Gina, right? That rainbow was amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it was amazing to see that rainbow. And it felt so close. I felt like I could just reach out and touch it, but it was all the way across the other side of the canyon. Of course, in the sky. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. New York, headed to New York. And peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, aren't we? Yes. Living life in joy, connected to our yes. Yes. Say bye, Jax. You want to say bye to your audience? He's like, no. All right, y'all. Take care.